Welcome to the MLS Review Show. Several MLSers impressed in midweek under new U.S. head coach Jurgen Klinsmann, but it was a different American international that stole the headlines heading into the weekend, as Freddie Adu signed for the Philadelphia Union. The MLS Review Show starts now. On Wednesday night, Jurgen Klinsmann debuted as the U.S. national team coach against Mexico in Philadelphia. Following a disappointing first half in which they went down a goal, Klinsmann brought a trio of MLS youngsters who had immediate impacts on the game. In the 73rd minute, it was two of those MLSers that teamed up to create the equalizer, with Breck Shea dribbling to the end line before sending a low cross to Robbie Rogers, who knocked in a simple tap for his second career goal for the U.S. The 1-1 score left Klinsmann with a big smile on his face at the final whistle. In their two previous trips to Seattle, Chivas USA had yet to record a victory, losing 2-1 in their 2010 visit. With just one loss in their last 7 league games, Robin Fraser's men looked capable of earning their first win in the Emerald City. For their game at CenturyLink Field, the first-year manager made just one change to the starting 11 that beat New England, inserting Marcos Mondaini up top for Justin Braun. After an exciting come-from-behind win capped off by Lamar Nagel in stoppage time, Seattle was riding high on confidence and sat just 1 point out of second place in the West. For the second straight match, it would be up to Zach Scott to fill the void left by the injured John Kennedy Hurtado in the middle of the Sounders' defense. Arlo White was on the scene for all the action from CenturyLink Field.
Leap above them into second place for a few hours at least. Underway at CenturyLink Field. Good run being made here into the penalty area by Ozzy Alonso. Crowded out, goes back to Tyson Moore. Now room for a cross. Tyson Moore gets it in towards the near post. Pat Noonan, it's just on the top of the goal. Fernandez fed it through to Alonso. He decided he couldn't get a cross in. Tyson Moore did. Jeff Marcus spotted Alvaro Fernandez on the left-hand side. That's a lovely piece of control by Fernandez. Into the area he goes. Was that handball? Yes, says the referee. Umania, the Costa Rican international. Super play by Jeff Park. What a stunning diagonal free kick that was. Terrific control by Alvaro Fernandez. And Umania, it's that old debate. Was it hand to ball or ball to hand? The Uruguayan Alvaro Fernandez from 12 yards. Dan Kennedy on his line. Here comes Fernandez off the post and wide. He went low to the goalkeeper's right. Gavin. Confident play. Umania. Lovely flick on. Chance here, he's onside LaBroca. Casey Keller out so well. Moreno with the flick through. That was excellent play by Chivas USA. A patient build-up and then the killer pass. Look at that for the jugular. Nice flick through. Border the line. Decision. Alonso to Rosales. Plenty of green shirts forward in this attack. Freeberg into the area, snapshot, takes a deflection. Chance here for Noonan! What a save, Kennedy! Involved again, Freeberg, there was the look. Didn't get hold of the shot. And then Noonan getting his studs or his cleats to the ball, it looks like. Just couldn't get any elevation or power into the effort. Now then, Reddy Montero. Mauro Rosales, Jaquez sprinting down the centre. Adding a bit of height to this front line. Montero, nice move out to Riley, and it goes towards Jaquez and Fernandez at the far post, and it was stopped on the line. It was Rosales to the back post, Jaquez almost there. Fernandez is arriving. Jaquez, Nagel inside the penalty area. Lamar Nagel, surely a penalty, yes it is. No. And Freeberg is going to be yellow carded for arguing. Well, it looked for all the money like Kevin Stossel pointed to the spot there. Boy, oh boy, what a big decision by Kevin Stott. Nagel, I thought he could have gone down off an earlier challenge. Oh, goodness me. Well, if it's not a penalty, where's the yellow card for the dive? And what more do you want? Today, a clear-cut penalty denied, and that should be that. Stotts had his whistle in his mouth, and that's full time here at CenturyLink Field.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, Toronto FC looks to avenge their Week 15 loss to Real Salt Lake. Catch up on all the relevant soccer stories around the world each weekday morning with The Kickoff, compiled by fan favorite Simon Borg. Whether it's a story about the latest European superstar linked to an MLS team, a controversial quote from a head coach, or a game preview with an interesting slant, you'll find it in The Kickoff. With as many as 20 links within the article, you can learn all you need to in the world of soccer with just one stop each morning. Welcome back to the MLS Review Show. Rafa Marquez and Pavel Pardo face off at Red Bull Arena, but first, Real Salt Lake hoped for the season series sweep over Toronto FC. Having scored at least 2 goals in their last 5 games across all competitions, Toronto FC's attack under Aaron Vinter was beginning to gel. The team would have to continue to progress if they wanted to keep their scoring streak alive, coming up against the stingiest defense in MLS, Real Salt Lake. It would be up to the front three of Perry Morozovic, Danny Kuvermans, and Joao Plata to create the goals for the Reds. In Week 21, Salt Lake put together one of their most convincing wins of the season, beating New York 3-0 while only allowing 1 shot on target. Teenage midfielder Luis Gil was one of the stars of the game, scoring a great goal driven low from outside the box. The first in his MLS career, Gil was back in the starting lineup and joined Kyle Beckerman coming off an impressive midweek performance against Mexico. David James and Brian Dunseth called all the action from BMO Field.
Just when you thought Aaron Vinter couldn't change this formation anymore, he throws designated player Torsten Frings, who's been playing as a defensive midfielder since coming over from Werder Bremen. Tonight, his 5th start. Joao Plata, isolated one-on-one with Robbie Russell. Gets the ball inside. Marasevic! Great save by Nick Raimondo. It was Danley Borman picking up the pace and outletting to Plata.
He's a creative player coming down that left-hand side, a little step over, and even better service to the top of the box.
Mountain America, save of the game by Nick Raimondo, parrying that shot from Marasevic just out to the left-hand side. Kyle Beckerman at the top of the 18-yard box, looking for that far post, deflected off the crossbar. And that ball was tipped off the leg of Torsten Frings. It'll be the first corner kick of the night for Real Salt Lake.
Beckerman continuing his fantastic play, stepping up. Ball on goal. Kosic is beat right there.
Doing very, very well, although being in a 3-4-3 formation. A little bit different. Sabrio now. Espinola! Fabian Espinola hit the crossbar. Second time RSL has put one off the post in the first 30 minutes of this match.
Frings, once again, caught it right there. Andy Iro with the challenge and off the crossbar.
Sabrio, left foot shot from distance. Forces Kosic into an athletic save down to his left-hand side.
I love that play. Test the young goalkeeper.
Cut out by Kyle Beckerman. Beckerman skips away from Torsten Frings. Brings in Espinola, isolated. Espinola wants that left foot. Espinola inside to Sabo. What a nice little touch. Deflected on the way in from Andy Iro. And will it be a corner kick or will it be a goal? It'll be a goal kick.
Torsten Frings using his natural instincts. He's a center midfield player getting caught out of position. Nothing happening though in the middle of the park. Good recovery. Well done by Richard Eckersley.
Beckerman now. Great little cut ball finds Espinola. Through the legs. Will Johnson. Ty Hart. Second timely challenge since coming in as a substitute. Outside the right foot. No look pass. Espinola. Playmaker.
Just a lovely ball by Beckerman to find him in space.
Marasevic, 2 goals coming off the bench for TFC previous 2 games. Stinson looks to get service in. Overhit it. Kept in play though by Plata. Isolated with Will Johnson. Plata looking for the near post touch. Deflected on the way in. Joao Plata, Perry Marasevic. It doesn't matter. Toronto FC get the goal at home. 77th minute. 1-0.
15 minutes or so left in this matchup.
Well, it started early. Good possession. Martina brings in Stinson on the far side just when you thought that was completely overhit. Isolated. Joao Plata in, out. Just puts a dangerous ball inside the 6. Nick Raimondo forced to wait. Beckerman looking for the far post. Fortune. Top of the 18-yard box. Alvarez isolated. 1v1. Gets his foot. Alvarez far post. just wide left.
Alvarez, solid strike, creating space, hitting it low to the left.
Pressure mounting on the back line of Toronto FC. Can they break it down? Paulo Jr. in the box. Far post. Will Johnson. Huge save by Milos Vucic.
Wonderfully worked ball and a proper cross. Will Johnson all alone on the back post. Check out this form. A perfect volley. Hits it into the ground, keeps it low.
Fortune's under pressure. And Toronto FC will get their 4th win of 2011. João Plata. His goal in the 77th minute was the game winner.
Despite having one of the most talented squads in MLS, the New York Red Bulls have been struggling to put together results, most recently losing 3-0 to Real Salt Lake. After picking up a knock against RSL, Jan Gunnar Solli would have to miss the game against Chicago, the first time all year the Norwegian would not feature in the starting lineup for the Red Bulls. Sitting dead last in the East, Chicago has a lot of work left to do if they want to threaten for a playoff place this year. The first time they met New York this season, they earned a come-from-behind point thanks to Marco Papa's 5th goal of the year. Suffering through a scoring drought since that game, the Guatemalan would look for goal number 6 on the campaign, starting on the right side of the Fire midfield. Steve Cangelosi was joined by Shep Messing at Red Bull Arena for this one.
A buzz around Red Bull Arena tonight, and the team needs a win. Red Bulls in their home white, playing it back.
In Ireland, here's Red Bull with the ball.
Dane Richards able to control. Beats Cuesta, played in front. Red Bull player goes down and a shot is blocked away. Bellucci nearly had one. Another try, and he fires just wide. Dax McCarty is down.
Here's the initial ball by Dane Richards, and wow. Contact on McCarty. Let's get another look.
Taken away by Nyarko. Patrick Nyarko, look out, sent in front and just by the onrushing Adoro. Best chance of the night.
Well, it's a tandem up top that could cause problem for Red Bull. Real a beautiful ball through the 6-yard box.
Roy Miller, 3 assists this year, gets this to McCarty, top of the box. Here's Dane Richards, lays it off. Henry! Number 12, the captain scores. It's 1-0 New York.
Watch the one-touch, two-touch passing. The ball played in, one-touch, two-touch, back to Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry so great at finding a little seam. That's the play that you want from Dax McCarty and Dane Richards.
New York has scored more than any team in Major League Soccer in the opening 15 minutes of a match. But Nyarko back the other way for Chicago, plays it across, and Kanopka could get only a piece of it. The Fire have tied the game at 1. Dominic Adoro to level the match.
This initial ball played to Nyarko, beat the back line. And there it is. We talked about their speed. That's not a function of speed. That's just lack of communication. Here's Chicago with the ball.
Look at the chip into the box. Adoro. Big stop by Kanopka. The rebound is in the back of the net. It's 2-1 Fire. And another breakdown for New York. Sebastian Grazzini.
They were so solid defensively. And look at this. Your back line is beaten again by Adoro and Nyarko. Kanopka makes the initial save as a goalkeeper halftime to get another goal.
Swung in! Off Rafa Marquez and somehow did not find the back of the net.
Terrific flick header. Really pretty simple reflex save by Sean Johnson.
Foul called by Chicago. Richards. What a crack off woodwork! He let the ball do the work and then fired.
Well, he's got ability. He's trying to find his place playing up high as a striker.
Bellucci with his team down 1 links up with Henry. Henry. Can he beat Cuesta? Henry! Johnson is there. Dane Richards has got it. Richards plays it across. Lepere! What a finish! We are level at 2.
He was vocal with Marufo. Thought he had a call, didn't get it. Look at this goal. That's perfect technique on the ball. Coming across the face of his body.
Segadas. Chavez. Flag stays down. Opportunity and a big stop by Kanopka.
Chris Kanopka, he didn't have much to do. Gave away 2 goals, not really his fault. This, the play of the game.
that is all. We won't even get that far. A 2-2 draw. And for New York, a franchise record 13th time they've settled for 1 point.
Coming up, DC looks to climb up the Eastern standings as they host the Vancouver Whitecaps. MLSsoccer.com is home to the best original soccer content on the web. This includes regular weekly features like John Bolster's Monday postgame, kicking off each week, reviewing the events from the previous one. On Tuesday, the MLS Power Rankings come out, illustrating the current position of each team in the opinion of the editorial staff. Postcard from Europe features a Q&A with American playing abroad every Wednesday. Peer into the mind of MLS Soccer's Jonah Friedman every Thursday with the throw-in. Finally, Fridays bring the Armchair Analyst, where Matthew Doyle breaks down a statistical or tactical trend in the world of MLS or the U.S. national team. All of this and much more, including all the breaking news and updates, every week on MLSsoccer.com.